Hey, this is Welker. So, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the quail I've been raising. I ordered some hatching eggs at My Shire Farms and hatched them out, and now they're producing their own eggs, and I'm ready to butcher the first batch. I launched into this quail experiment as a way to explore the possibility of raising quail for people who can't have chickens. Maybe they don't have the room for it, maybe their local laws don't allow for it. So, I've raised chickens for quite some time now, and just to sort of give you an idea which to choose if you have to pick one or the other, if you've got a good yard and you've got the room to do a little bit of free ranging chickens and you're allowed to have chickens, it might be a better choice just because chickens are more versatile when it comes to feeding them scrap food. They're probably a little more resistant to predation. You can probably free range them easier. But if you're short on room and maybe you're not allowed to have chickens, then you can choose quail. The eggs and the meat taste about the same. It's probably a little bit less of a chore to butcher them just because they're smaller. It's almost like cleaning fish, really. For these, I bought 3 small animal cages, and I adjusted the floor to be at an angle for egg layers. And this one, the floors will be flat for grow out. So any bird that's just going to be grown out for meat will be in this cage, and the egg layers will be in this cage. And we'll come around the other side and do some egg collection. This egg collection rollout has been working pretty good. Depending on the variety of quail, you have to space this so it's just right for eggs to roll under. Every once in a while, I have to sort of coax one through or reach in and grab it. And so this is a realistic video. I purposefully shot this part before I cleaned the poop trays so you can have a realistic expectation of what you're going to have for poop collection. And I still haven't completed all my blast shields on this cage unit, so occasionally I get some poop on the floor. So you should keep in mind that you're going to have this like in a garage or patio environment where having a little bit of poop overspill isn't going to be a problem. And so this is a couple days worth, maybe 2 or 3 days worth, I can't remember. And I have about, I have about 15 females and 3 males in this setup. So this is a 5-layer grow out cage that I've got completed, and these guys will be out here in the carport, and alternatively I can just, since it's got rollers on it, I can wheel them in to the garage if I think it's going to be on the colder side. And I have the top layer empty, so I try and keep one cage ready for injured birds because they're kind of mean to each other. They'll be meaner to each other than humans will. They'll just tear each other apart. They're like chickens. So once one gets hurt or injured, I like to have a isolation cage ready for it. And I just hauled this out here, so I haven't put the food and water in it yet, but I'll do that directly. So I made these feeders out of some goat pen feeders. These are made for like a goat pen or sheep or something, and you hang them on the fence, and I drilled these holes in it. And so I'm using them for quail feeders. Typically with quail, you feed them dry feed and you want a dry feed specific system, but since I want to feed them fermented grains and duckweed and mealworms and everything else, I need something that can hold that. And so this has been working pretty good. You could probably use maybe various types of containers to do something like this, but these are extremely durable. It's really thick and heavy, so I'm sure they'll last forever.